Hello all, time is hot today and we're ready to harvest some oyster mushrooms. As you can see here, I got a beautiful pile here that was just donated. These clumps of spawn, and we're going to harvest some mushrooms. I believe this is the second round that these came out, and some of these mushrooms that we're going to use, going to make oyster, what do you call it, oyster, I guess sautéed for the burgers I'm going to barbecue today. So we're going to make a beautiful sauce. I'm not going to grab too much, as I'm just going to grab what I need for the one recipe. Different varieties of oysters here that are growing, and I'm just going to grab enough that we're going to use for dinner today so we could celebrate this great harvest. And as you can see them right here, oyster mushrooms. There are lots of different varieties that are growing here. And we just had a big thunderstorm there a few days ago. Lots of rain, so I really loved it. And it looks like they're doing pretty good still. Right now, I had one of my herb gardens, and I'm gonna get some seasonings so we could saute and give some good flavor to this beautiful topping we're gonna put on our barbecue burgers today. So what I'm gonna use is I'm just gonna grab a handful of chives for some onion flavor, so we don't actually have onions yet around this time. And speaking of thyme, I'm gonna grab some of this thyme also. They're starting to flower now, so it's really good to harvest your thyme right now because, yeah, they're gonna go to seed. And also some of this beautiful plant right here, tarragon. Usually you have to dry it, but I'm gonna use it fresh, and I'm gonna add that in the sauce also. Let's go get some small little garlics. Okay, right here, where we once used to have a garden that we planted different stuff, but we actually planted some sunchokes here, Jerusalem artichokes, native species from this area with the red skin. But there used to be garlic that we used to grow your music garlic. So every year they come up and they come in bunch together, like really hardcore. So there's some over this frame here. You can see this frame. We had it. There's some coming over. I'm just gonna grab a handful. We could find some. Maybe right here. I'm gonna grab this handful here. Usually this is the time when scapes would come out of them also. That'd be really good if we could use some scapes, but I don't really see none here. But these ones are some fresh garlic. As you can see, they're really, really, really small garlic. So they haven't had a time to make their bulbs yet. As you can see, they're just starting out. And oh, there's actually scapes growing them on them right now too. As you can see, this one right here, this little piece right here is the scape. So we could actually eat that too. Maybe I'll add that in there also. We're gonna use that, and we're also gonna use this, and then we'll harvest some more and we'll add some of that. We sauteed oyster mushrooms. So here I am in my backyard. I got the barbecue heating up here, as you can see. And I'm gonna put wok on there, right there. So I'll let that warm up. And I prepared everything. I cut up the oyster mushrooms like slices. And I cut up the garlics, the chives, tarragon, and thyme. I also have a cube of butter there. So we're gonna put that butter in there. Once this thing heats up, I'm gonna crank up the heat. So we have some more heat on this. And I'm gonna put it usually in the back a little bit more. All right. Yeah, we'll let that warm up for a little bit. So this is actually gonna be my first time using a wok on a barbecue. It's my first time owning a barbecue. I think this is the third time I cooked on a barbecue. Well, not cooked on a barbecue, but this one. I always used to cook on an open fire. But I decided this year we'll make a backyard place where we could cook in the summer and enjoy our fresh produce from the garden. All right, let's see if that's warm enough. So what should I put first? Maybe I could put these in there. Try to dehydrate them a little bit. Oh yeah, it's hot enough. Some little toughness to these a little bit. Oh yeah, they really like that in there. So it is hot already, so I'm just gonna put the butter in there. And then mix around. Get all that nice and buttery. And then we'll wait just a little bit until these things get soft and come down just a little bit more. See if I could get a little bit closer. Everyone could see. There they are, cooking nice and good. I'll let the butter cook them a little bit. Get them nice and juicy, that butter. So I didn't really rinse these or soak these oysters in water. I kind of rinsed them really quick just so there's not too much moisture that are in the oyster mushroom. So they're gonna taste a lot better once we put this on our burgers after, because we're gonna cook burgers after this. Homemade burgers. Burgers that I also harvested chives and garlic, put some salt and pepper on those patties. So I'm gonna have some beef patties, and I also add a little bit of salt and pepper to them. Check these burgers out. Don't they look brilliant? All right, they seem like they're doing pretty good. Let them cook a little bit more. So I never really actually cooked oyster mushrooms too much. I usually just buy the regular round mushrooms that you get in the store. But I had a friend from Heartwood Mushrooms. It's a business that's run here on Manitoulin Island. Shane O'Donnell and his partner are doing a really good job growing mushrooms. They have mushroom kits available. You could probably search them. I know they're on Facebook. You could search Heartwood Mushrooms, and you'll probably see them there. And the different things they provide with mushrooms. It's all about mushrooms. All right. Now I'm gonna add the other ingredients. So I forgot to mention I also added some salt and pepper in this also. I'm trying to get every little piece, all that flavor from those herbs. Mother Earth provided. Beautiful garden. We're gonna get that to infuse this beautiful sautéed oyster mushrooms. I could just smell the flavors coming out right now. If you're here, you would smell the aromas of these herbs going into this. And they smell really, really, really good. So I'm gonna let that sit and I'll come right back. You can see the oyster mushrooms. I like mine to have like a little bit of brownness on them. It looks like it's cooked, I guess. You can kind of see it there. You can really smell that. It smells really good. So this is gonna go on top of the burgers. So let's get those burgers on the grill. I think this is done. So these burgers, I also put some of some harvest ingredients in there. I'll show you here. So in here, I have those music garlics, those little babies, some chives, salt, pepper, and some eggs. So we're gonna put these right on the grill. Homemade. Never had a homemade burger this year. It's like, well, it's the year to enjoy the barbecue because I haven't owned a barbecue before, so I might as well have fun enjoying this beautiful barbecue. Oh, I put double on one. Hopefully that stays together. That one kind of crumbled, but that's okay. So let's let these burgers cook. Well, I almost forgot the film, but yeah, so the burgers are done. So next is we're gonna grill some buns. Get some buns in here. We get some nice crispy buns for our burgers. I think it's always good. I always like toasted buns. It's really good. I have my plate. So we'll grill these for a few seconds. Once we get these grilled, a few seconds. I sautéed mushrooms here. That look delicious. See how these look. Oh, I need my. That one looks good. Nice and grilled. And that one's grilled. So there's my burger, as you can see. And then we're gonna add some of this portobello mushrooms, seasoned with lots of good stuff. Let me see if I could angle this a little bit, just so you can see. Yeah, this will really help for the. Nothing else you need. Just the oyster mushroom burger. And you're gonna add your gracious amount. It's gonna be really juicy. All the flavors that are infused in it. It's just gonna melt in your mouth. So there's the burger right there. Fresh from the garden. Straight from the homestead. Well, let's see how this thing tastes. Turn this off. Yeah, I always want to grill my own burger, have my own recipe and stuff from the garden. It's always important to eat fresh food and always important to have a garden because you get fresh food from it. See how this tastes. Mmm. You could really taste the infused herbs like the tarragon, thyme. And those really stand out. The garlic's a little light and the onion, but other than that, it's a good burger. Thank you for watching Developing Horse Cooking. See you in the next one.